Hey y'all, just here to give you some information on Dnow. Whether this is your first year in our student ministry or you need a refresher from last year, Dnow is one of my favorite events that we do each year, and it's a collaboration with over 20 churches from our area to come together under the name of Jesus Christ for a weekend of discipleship. Dnow has been happening in Greenwood for almost 15 years, where churches have come together for that sake to disciple their students and to worship King Jesus above all. It'll be happening this year on March the 6th through March the 8th. And we here at South Main are honored to host it this year. It's been many places throughout the years. Northside Baptist, Rice Memorial, and South Main has hosted in the past. And this year we're up to bat again. And so we will be hosting that event this year. Before I get into many of the details, the cost is $30. Gave you the dates, but if any scholarship or aid is needed, please let me know. Plenty of funds to help and assist to make sure any student that wants to attend Dnow will be able to do that. The theme for our students this year is going to be resilient, a weekend focused on a resilient faith. Looking at the book of James, how do we deal with trials, tribulations? What about the good times, the bad times? How do we have a resilient faith in Jesus Christ? So that's kind of the overview of the weekend, but now I want to kind of give you a schedule, but also just some of the touch points of important information for the weekend. So first, some of those touch points. Dnow, what we kind of do during Dnow is students will come here to South Main to be dropped off that night since we're hosting, and they will bring their luggage with them. They will have a meal here. It'll be pizza, and then we'll have our first worship service. We say, why are they bringing luggage? Huge part about Dnow is they get to go to a host home, a family from our church here at South Main that will host your students' D group or age group for the weekend, where they get to have a meal, hang out, free time. Just that's kind of their touch point for the weekend, where they'll spend the night on Friday night and Saturday night. That host home will be responsible for the transportation, give or take a couple of groups, which will use the buses for some. Who will be leading your student? We've got an amazing group of college leaders that'll be coming in. Some that attend here at South Main. A lot of our South Main alumni will be back to lead these students for the weekend, and they are pumped. They are just as passionate about Dnow as I am, because they've experienced it just as I have through my student ministry years. And so your student will be led in small group discussion based off those messages they'll hear during the main sessions by our very own college leader. So that's Friday night. Friday night, get here, 5 to 6 p.m., have dinner, bring your luggage, worship service, music, message. They'll go back to their host home. They'll have small group discussion the next morning. They'll be here all day. We'll have morning message, worship. We'll have two breakout sessions of topics that students will get to pick in their registration. Don't forget to screenshot that or write down what your student picked. They'll need to remember that for the weekend. And then we'll have some free time here at the church or back at the host home, back here that night for dinner, worship, and a message. They'll go back after that to their host home for small group discussion, and we'll wrap the weekend up with a big breakfast here at South Main and Sunday school, but also our 8:30 worship, where students will be sitting up front in their Dnow t-shirts lifting up the name of Jesus. So that's kind of an overview for the weekend. We're still working on host homes. We're still working on some of our college leaders, but we're going to have that wrapped up soon. Important thing is you want to get your students signed up and ready for this amazing weekend. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I can do my best to answer those and help guide you through whatever you need to know for your students' weekend experience here at Dnow in Greenwood, hosted by South Main. Talk to you later.